Greetings. Joining tonight's broadcast. Welcome to Land of the Insane, quarantine since forever. So, we'll just have to wait and see where things go, of course. I've been feeling more, I guess a little bit more alien contact energies. I haven't really seen anything. I feel more of an opening a little bit, through energy, not exactly seeing them physically, but I feel like they've been reaching out a little bit more than normal. So, obviously, there's a lot of stuff's probably already been said. The virus here is basically our energies bringing in more fourth dimension, fifth dimensional energies. And we're just shaking things up right now. We're getting, they're talking about 3G, 5G, about what that's going to do to us. And now we're changing our frequency. You probably heard this other places, but yeah, we're changing our frequency to go more of a 5G vibration. Not that we've been at 4D that much. I don't think so. I don't believe we're part of. I believe an energy of fourth dimension, but not fully. As you go more space, talk about space, Mars, and everything. That's all fourth dimensional energies. We live on the moon. It's all fourth dimension. The Space Force, fourth dimension. It'll probably take probably 150 years or something like that for the fourth dimension to fully integrate with us, and then we go, and of course there'll be people going to 5D and 4D. As people are here going 3D, 5D, and they're already connecting to it as it is, but our society in general turns more fourth dimension. Atlantean energies are, so obviously 5D is a lot more calmer than fourth dimension. Fourth dimension is more psychic abilities and astral energies, but 5D is less stress. So Atlantean. So I might bring Atlantean vibrations in, because I've basically put the call up. I just put that title out there. I haven't talked about them in a while. Yeah, a lot of them are in Agartha. A lot of them obviously in different dimensional energies, wherever they want to be, basically. Let's see here. The Syrians, I was going to bring them in. Haven't brought them in a long time. But basically, we're just, mentally, just allowing the door of fourth dimensional energies. I feel more third dimension energies releasing. I feel it's become more retiring. It's like you want to live, people are wearing a mask and all that nowadays. You want to live that, or you want to live something else? You want to trust yourself and heal. A lot of people are not going to do that. They're going to just go by what they're told, and obviously if you're in a hot spot, that's a different story. But if you don't have to wear one, you just gotta trust yourself, basically. And that's, it's all about trusting yourself and connecting to the energies around you. If you're in a safe place or not, of course, too. So, and a lot of people don't feel that way. They're just part of the program, just doing what they're told by the masters. And, it's hard at the top. If you're part of the slave masters, you've done what they told you to do, get a job, get a relationship, wear the same clothes, think the same way, be part of the slave society. Life is at the top, basically. And then you get cancer and stuff like that. If you're not really tuning into yourself, and you can do much more. As there's a wake-up call, you take it or leave it. Some people obviously don't take it, and they get, as of now, cases are going up now. Open things up now, where people are getting this virus or whatever you want to call it. And some people are definitely going to start checking out more, because they're going to realize the fourth dimension is not what they want. I believe it's more 4 or 5D vibrations, definitely. Some are just sitting, they don't want all that. They're given time to think about it, and they're going to be not that there's going to be a mass exodus of people, but technically there sort of is. But imagine as we open things up, more people are going to be leaving. dying, unfortunately. But they're not ready to, take all this fourth dimensional knowledge. They're not taking it seriously. So that's fine. There's still a lot to learn in third dimension. Not everything can be learned on one planet. You can go to one, several different dimension, third dimensional worlds. There's always something new to learn. So makes sense. All right. So for alien contact, yeah, I'm gonna continue that. Yeah, next 2 months. Who knows? I do feel the next 2 months. Yeah, something big is going to occur. I don't know what. Who knows? But I mean, I've kind of relaxed a lot of that. Now I'm connecting more with it. Now I'm more of that's opening up within myself now. I'm just seeing more of that. I'm not really seeing anything, as some people do see it pretty easily, but I keep being told, like, it's not time yet, things like that, but I feel like I'm getting closer to it. To get more of a... Yeah, usually I just feel this stuff. I don't really see it. Sometimes I might see it in my third eye, but this is a little bit different. Yeah, this is definitely different. This is more like seeing them as a hologram or something like that. And obviously you can see anything in your third eye, but this is more like tuning into their energy field to see them. Yeah, like I say, raise their vibration to us, to their frequency. But there, I don't think, well, there's no rush for it, but I think that's for, yeah, it's kind of like you just kind of get used to it. Something along those lines, so, yeah. And then they're going to come in really clear. This is like the warm-up towards it, let's put it that way. Yeah, I believe the possibilities of them coming in clearly here is, yeah, 100%. So, I think they're just testing the waters. Obviously, there's a lot of backlash. I mean, talking about it doesn't help those that are causing difficulties here. That's okay. So, if I see anything, I would definitely say something about it. I haven't seen anything just yet, but yeah, what I feel is like there's just a is like a next level you can tap into, where you can see them pretty clearly or halfway decently. So instead of just the third eye, so that's what I'm getting. We'll see how that goes. We're already in the insane asylum. Already accomplished that one. All right, so this is I've been told that conference. Those are new to all this private sessions. If you're interested, as a scheduler, or a channel, Google Hangout, Zoom, and Chat on my phone. I'm on May 5th. For a lot of people, most people, same situation here. Our channel is a Heroes that do recommend social network and awesomeness. Yeah, if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be a door-to-door comedian. Well, I do that with a rabbit. So, yeah, it's definitely not an easy assignment. Yeah, I don't always know exactly what's going on, but I do feel more of a... Well, to explain it more, I feel more like there's like an energy you can tap in to see them more clearly. Let's just put it that way. Like you go, like I said, go to their vibration. But I guess they're getting me used to it, something like that. That's what I've been getting recently. The third dimension, it's like, yeah, whatever. I've had difficulties with it for like a lot of people. But now I'm feeling more of, yeah, this is different than third eye stuff. I think it's a little bit more intense. But like I said, it's like you're going. What I'm getting from them is like you're going to somebody's garage. Figure out the door. It hasn't been fully opened just yet. Yeah. So I know something's there, but I don't know what the hell it is. They're not letting me in. Let's put it that way. So that's different. This is something new. I see chemtrail energies. I guess that's getting healed. I guess that has to do with the blockages that we go through, obviously. But at fourth dimensional level, it has no impact. So, I mean, you can say we are protected from the fourth dimension for those that aren't ready for it. But it's kind of to slow down the fourth dimension. But that's going to end eventually. A lot of things are coming to an end. It's third dimension levels. But yeah, I do see like 150 years for fourth dimension to really to engage itself. Fourth and fifth, yeah, because it's not something that you. Because a lot of people in third dimension have not made their choice. They can go to a certain degree of fourth dimension and then just say, I can't take it anymore. So, yeah. And new energies, more children are coming in, probably more higher frequency kids. They couldn't live that 3D stuff. Yeah. Who can? But yeah, for these other higher frequency beings, they can't function in third dimension. I don't think they can. So they can, some can handle it to a certain degree, but yeah, it's those that can handle the third dimension are warriors, no doubt about it. Yeah, just life of isolation. So yeah, so we're going to 5G, towers. So we're upping our frequency. This has been mentioned here and there, of course. But it shows that we are, some people are already there, obviously. Those that are aware of all this, I believe, are already at that level. It's just the rest of the world is a whole different story. So the Earth is kind of getting, this virus is just, I believe that, it was created in a lab and all of that, but it was also created by us. Like we kind of gave it life. They say we don't need this reality anymore, so it's now jolted, broken down, so it's like a flat tire. It's always been a flat tire, but it's an injured patient. I also felt Agarthian energies too. Now it slowly starts to come in. More than I've felt. Usually I have to tap into. I wasn't tapping into it. I felt it. So it shows another shift that's on its way. What about, dragon energies? Doesn't mean you're going to see a dragon here anytime soon. Well, anything's possible right now. Or a flying refrigerator or something like that. Next 2 months, well, let's see what comes through. So, our Atlantean energies, 5D energies, we'll just see who, Atlanteans and Syrians, we'll see where that goes. Alright. Blessings. Alright, here we go. Greetings, we have the Atlanteans. There is a heavier energy around some of you at this time, as you are being prepared to know more about your Earth. Yes, you're not going to get a full rundown of your planets, but some of you might receive information about Egypt and Angkor Wat and ancient places of your planet. That all had alien origins. Why Atlantis was hidden, there's many different reasons behind it. A lot of it was just, you don't need all this ancient technology or the high-tech technology laying around everywhere, as humanity is trying to find itself of what it is. So you take away all the super toys, because it wasn't working to begin with. But it was never, the high-energy technologies were just there to give you a choice. You can learn about your civilization this way, or get rid of all of it, as your society chose to get rid of it. And there could have been part of your society as very advanced, and another side of you at a third dimensional level, and just have a very advanced technology world and third dimensional world trying to figure out, writing poetry and things like that, wearing sandals. And technically that's going on right now, you just don't see it. But the idea is for you to see it. But at the time, and that was tested throughout your Egyptian time periods, as you did see the alien energies around. But it wasn't enough. You needed more, you needed to forget everything. And that is where you're here now. Now you're in the time of remembrance. You're taking all the knowledge you've learned from, many of you had countless incarnations here. The only way you can survive an incarnation like this is to have many lifetimes here. To ground you with the Earth's vibrations. To go through negativity, and also to bring light through it. To, yes, be the villain, but also be the hero. This is a new energy surplus you're bringing into the planet. So you've had incarnations on all different levels, some of you in demonic levels. You have to learn what you're dealing with here. And yes, it's a long... So as the earth lost itself, many of you began a process of how to reawaken it. So you set up your timelines and your growth of how, when the time, as this time period now, what do you need to know between then and now? Or if there's no time, well, we're not going into the time thing. If there's no time, we're not going into that. We're just going to go by Earth calendar, basically. Your ancient times till now of unlocking yourself from third dimensional programmings, more to fourth and fifth dimensional healings, and complexities. As yes, the alien beings of fourth dimension are not as easy as you know they are conquering your planet at this time. Just because you're connecting more to the fourth dimension doesn't mean you're out of the woods just like that. You're learning how to protect yourself and better yourself as an alien being, as a human alien being, or a higher dimensional human being, to be able to handle the vibrations of fourth dimensional trickster alien beings that know more about you, that now you're going to start knowing more about them. And your intuitions are going to open. As you allow the graduation process to occur, you'll feel an uplift. Now it's a gradual process. Yeah, it's not something that's going to happen quickly. But you feel like you're connecting more to 4D knowledge. And now it's going to be trickle in. It's not going to be, this is your world history, here it is. Here's a Encyclopedia Britannica from the galactic realms. It's not necessary to have all of that. All of you have pieces, and you come together and put those pieces together. As you're learning how to walk, you don't go run a marathon. So, this is a gradual process of just fourth dimensional vibrations. Just a little bit of it is a large. It's a big leap. Just because you're letting go of the fears and programs of the third dimension, as you won't need money, or you'll become more healthier too, because you won't need the food consumption as you once did. Now, obviously, some are going to dive in, like they want that type of food, pizza, whatever it is. You're going to have those cravings, of course. You're not out of the woods just yet. But overall, you're going to change your vibration and frequency, so you feel more fourth dimension energies get stronger. And the weather will change. The climate will change and become much easier. And also, the tests will become easy. Third dimensional tests will let go. Fourth dimensional tests will come in. So yes, you're not completely out of your woods, but you have a more understanding and realize you are protected. As when you feel, it's like if you're going to go to fourth dimension and there's a lot of weirdos there. Yes, you are protected right now. But y'all, it is. Not everyone's going to have the same experience. Some will have a very easy experience, others have a very difficult one. But even that difficult one is showing, because sometimes you advance quicker in the fourth dimension the more difficult it is. It's like, now I know more about galactic realities than I've ever thought I'd ever know, and my life is kind of hell. Now you see these beings that most people are afraid of. So not everyone's going to see reptilian beings and frightening beings, but some of you will. And yes, might be fascinating, but also they test you too mentally. So we're just preparing some of you for what's to come. We're not here to put fear or anything like that. But many of you have already had dreams of these beings. You've already had a little taste of what's out there. Doesn't mean you're going to run into it constantly, but realize it is going to be there. Your dream state of the fourth dimension is mentally preparing you for what's to come. Yeah, you're not going to get bombarded by all of this, but realize you are going to a new vibration, new tests. But for the most part, it will be fine. But there will be times where you want to test yourself to upgrade yourself to a new frequency. So, alien contact right now is just more knowing. It's like, yes, have a different type of lens, a new way of looking at things. A new energy around you, a new energy within you. And the third dimension, you're going to always see the third dimension, but you see it differently. It's not as strong, it's not impacting you as much as it used to. Once again, many of you are already experiencing this, but there's different levels of it. Some of you have not truly experienced it at all, so it's just the way you're going to see the world and yourself and others. You're not going to have all the details once again, but just become more of a calmer energy overall. Not always, though. There'll be things about the third dimension you'll see that you might not like, that you'll see more clearly than you did before. And why are people allowing that to happen to them? And yeah, so there's going to be some truths there. It's just are going to be kind of rough for some of you. I just see that why do people ridicule themselves? Why do they bring these bullies closer to themselves and all that? You get some of those answers. As yes, you are the manager of your theater. You are the control of your reality. You bring everyone into your reality as needed. And it's not always going to be, even in the fourth dimension, it's not going to be the clearest. It's never intended to be. It's a mystery. Mystery dimensions are 3, 4, 5, even 6. There's the mysteries within all dimensions, but the more clever mysteries are within those few. There's more to it than that. We're just giving a download of what's to come. Some are just terrified of what's to come. Alien channelings is like, no thanks, because they're not ready, but they know it's inevitable. As yes, they might laugh and look at the alien energies of sightings and laugh. It shows they're not ready. But the vibration is going to become more serious, but they can't deny it anymore. So they might as well enjoy this time of bliss, yes. That as many of you start to transform, you're going to see more alien, because so the alien beings are assisting you at this time to bring you close to their frequency level of understanding. But you realize your tests there, you know all your tests of this reality, and they're not there to interfere with it. It's actually making you stronger to get more of the fourth dimension because you get so tired of the third dimension vibrations to take me to the fourth place. So many of you will see that more frequently. And why many of you are still on this planet feel like you should have left a long time ago. You're here for this. You're here for the Earth's transformation. As you will survive it somehow. As you don't let go fully. Blessings to you from the Atlanteans. There are other beings here. Blessings. Greetings to you. This is Redmond from the Syrian Council, Sirius B, CS, Sirius 4, 5, 6. There's much that has not been explained about our planet, our universe of understanding, as we are helping you to find your goals. Realize we can't always channel our whole being to your existence. We're here to just give you a taste of our vibration, but not here to bring you the whole platter just of yet. We are shifting out of third dimension realities, and it is up to you what you want to let go of and what you want to allow as you trust more of your spiritual self. Now, not everyone's going to have a full understanding of fourth dimension knowledge, of course. You're basically healing the third dimension. So if you're not feeling a lot of fourth dimension, you know it's there, you know it's around you, but not getting a lot of knowledge, you're healing the third dimension and releasing it from your world. And gradually, and many of you are connected to many, many, many people. And you realize if you change too drastically, these people will be affected. And you might not even know these people in your current circles. But as you shift, the world feels it. It's like an earthquake. So you have to be careful of what you bring in. As many of you know, yes, thoughts are powerful energies, but as you shift your vibration to more fourth dimensional frequencies, many here, you're taking many with you also, even if you don't know who they are. Because many want to survive this, what's going on, even if they don't understand it. It's like they might not believe in the fourth dimension, aliens, spirits. They don't understand. They don't believe in any of it. But you made an agreement with them. You know there's a vibration there where they want to survive it. So that's, they can still be a third dimension way of looking at things. And as you see more 4D technologies and spiritual or lifestyle understandings, realize, yes, you might have, many of you are transvestites and things of that sort, are already in the fourth dimension already. Those are, they've connected to who they are. Those that found their own sexuality, whatever it is. But definitely those that change their whole reality are already there. Colors. That was an idea of fourth dimension and fifth dimension. The more color you have in your hair, lifestyle color, shows you who's who. So yes, you're in a mid-grade graduation of more fourth, fifth, sixth, and higher vibrations as you need them. The higher dimensions are all tools. You bring in what you need. So you bring in spirit beings that are needed. Some spirit beings can't function in the fourth dimension. They are spirit guides, but they can only function at a certain level. If you see a movie you don't like and you're criticizing it, they don't want to hear that. But they do have knowledge. They have many, yes, high-powered beings cannot handle this reality for anything. So many of you incarnate here to harness their vibrations through a sword, through magic. They work through you as an energy pulse. So that's where it comes from. So yes, spirit beings can be our energy. So when you do your magic, you are connected to a consciousness. You bring that consciousness through you. I believe some of you already know this, but not everybody is aware. Yes, your Bill Gates is coming into mind, as that one is a magician himself. Notice how we're out of focus for good reason. A trickster energy, there's many roles there, but also a pioneer energy of you shifting to another reality. Love him or hate him, do whatever you want. These are scientists, even if he's not technically a scientist, they're still bringing in a new energy into your earth. They saw it before it occurred, and here you are. They might see it from a third dimensional level of pandemic, but you look at pandemic as a new energy coming into your earth. They know what's coming. They call it a third dimensional title label, but if you look at it from astral, it's a whole new. They knew what was coming. They gave you an idea. Some of you didn't pay attention, which you didn't need to. Just live your lives. So it's up to you who's a friend and who's a foe here. What matters, yes, is that forgiveness on your side, forgiveness, even helping humanity forgive, as many want to have an enemy. Is it a time for enemies or is it time for friends? It's more of a time for friends. Yes, we might have some enemies here and there, but you don't need many. The less enemies, the better. That's where your fourth dimensional energies will come in even stronger. Yes, the more peace you make with yourself and those around you, friends, whatever it might be, those you have difficulties with. You'd be surprised, those of you broke ties with and then reconnected with in a positive way, you'd be surprised how powerful that can be. Forgiveness and go into a new level, because those two would never connect ever again, and then they reconnect. It's like a power plant. It's a new energy. So it's soul growth. So you're going to see that, and those like a Bill Gates, for just using for example, seen as the villain. You do a forgiveness energy and see him as a friend for you all to survive this reality. The more enemies, the more likely you're going to lose. If you put that anger energy out there, obviously you're not going to agree with everyone, but some do, like they're villains, because the third dimension has a lot of villains for soul growth. Fourth dimension has a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of magic that not the easiest to understand. And as you're bringing in fourth dimensional knowledge, magic vibrations, for you have the ability to create a flying car of the. We're not just saying those things. Basically, have more understanding. You're having an electric car that talks to you, that can do other things, and you're going to advance that even more to the next level of talking cars, flying cars, whatever it is that you wish to experience. We're not just saying these things. It's for you to invent. But you have the capabilities of a great deal. You're taking back your power, yes. It's like you're growing into a tree. You're growing into a tree and you're bringing in light from higher dimensional realities. And the old blockages no longer, they can't exist within you anymore. And you clear out those blockages little by little. And that has to do with friendships. Healing those that need to be healed. Not all of them need to be. But there's certain ones that help you grow. As a friendship, it helps you grow. If a friendship doesn't help you grow, you don't need it. What helps you grow? Because you grow together. The more that you have in that space, the stronger you get. As your society becomes more friendly with each other, right now it's still kind of separate. Because you're all, everyone is mystery. The third dimension's a mystery. You need that, sometimes you have too many friends, too many distractions. You don't know who you are. It's another reason why people aren't really connecting to each other in the third dimension. Because they have just enough people around in their energy field to figure themselves out. They know everybody. It's a little bit harder. As you go into more fourth dimension vibrations, that is the internet. That is the angelic internet, is all of you. You learn in a different way. You learn as a collective, basically. Of course, you have your time to yourself, of course, but now you're more open to each other. So now you can pick out each other's flaws and heal them, not nitpicking on flaws, but healing those flaws. Instead, the third dimension is a little bit different. You're doing it more of yourself. You do have others with you, but you also recognize them. So, as for alien contact, I believe that's why we're here. First off, your 5G transponders. Yes, that's for you to. That technology built by your collective now needs you at that frequency level. Yes, it's already been there. Now showing that, yes, it's just a show of graduation, yes, from the third dimension. As your technology expands and heightens, you need to be at a level to experience it too. Feel the consciousness of a car, the consciousness of 5G, consciousness of everything. If those are afraid of it, that's up to them. As for alien contact, that is, of course, many of you are tuning into higher vibrational realms, which, well, as your collective agrees to it more of it will come into your physical realm as a whole. Now, yes, not all alien beings can be trusted. I think you already know that by living on this planet, as many of you are aware. It's not always reptilians that are causing difficulties, but I believe you understand. There's some of you have yes incarnated as reptilians, and some humans have abused it. And why do they have the privilege, and as a human, to abuse it once again? To test. Yes, to give them a gun. What do they do that gun? Do it to protect themselves, or use it to abuse? They're abusing its power. Some of them have done a great positivity as a reptilian being. For example, abused their abilities, but also gave positivity. So they incarnate here with positive abilities, but some of them are weaponizing it. They have luck, basically. Some are weaponizing it, using it against others. That was a test. They've done it before. It's like, I was dark before, used my abilities for wrong, and now I'm doing good. They seem that some have a trend on doing that. As some of you know that. Some of you met some people like that. Manipulate people with their energy field, whatever it is. But now they have to do internal healings. Like, okay, now I finally grew up. They can't continue on that trend forever. This world is here to stop a lot of that. As it does get kind of old, those type of energy fields. I believe some of you have experienced those or been in that position yourself. As you abuse your abilities on others, abilities go away. You misuse it, it will eventually. Because the light that you had within your talents are used for negativity. The light that kept it powerful is now gone. So, as you go into fourth-dimensional energies, yes, more of your Illuminati energies will be released from your planets. As they are right now, what matters now is that you are healing your inner self. You're opening up your mind, allow it to travel mentally in a fourth and fifth dimensional energy field. As for, once again, alien disclosure, yes, it's up to you, but yes, closer to some of you, more than most. Not all are ready for that vibration. But give it, yes, there's going to be a jolt. First off, yes, they test you out, see how you're doing. And see if this is what you really want. Some of you can reject it, but many of you are going to embrace it and ask for, basically you're walking up the stairwell to more alien contact. And that's what the upgrades are about. Some do downgrade themselves, some do get sick when they do that too. But that's because they're just not ready to experience it. But many of you are. Some of you will connect to the grays easily as it's needed. But you'll have control over the meeting of any being, but definitely of them. Because not everybody trusts them. So you'll have the alien of choice which you wish to connect. It could be a cat being, it can be a Syrian being, whatever is your choice. It's your manifestation, whatever is comfortable for you. I know we're saying this like it's no big deal, but it's on it's what your highest good, what brings you pleasure. Let's put it that way. Now, some of you already feel like you're in this kind of negotiation situation of bringing more of that vibration closer to you. Yes, it will take some time. It's not something that happens fast. But basically, as you make alien contact individually, the vibration shifts on your planet dramatically. As more of you do it, for more alien contact in your physical, it becomes more likely. It's all in what you welcome and how protected you feel, how comfortable you're with it. That's how it works. And then eventually, once again, it's like you're all turning on your light, and then the earth feels it. So you're in control, more you might think. So that's why it hasn't happened in the past. It could have. 2012. There is times where it could have sped up a little bit, but because of the warning that was needed in third dimensional realities, I would just hold off for a while. Yeah, it had to do with just when the world's at a certain level of peace. Not to say it's always been peace, but it has life problems already. Like I said, adding an alien to it might not always be helpful. So they're already doing enough as it is. Yeah, this to it's just not happening. But now it's a different story, isn't it? So blessings to you on your journeys here. It's time to clear out unwanted energy fields. Allow more technologies to come into your reality. What timelines do you feel are coming in? Some are terrified, and some others can't wait. That shows where their intentions are, so where their vibration is. Those that are terrified, some, not all, some have a lot to hide. Because you can't hide things in the fourth dimension as good as you can hide it in the third dimension. Blessings to all.